Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. Something a little bit different for the channel today. A trial has just become available, so I downloaded it and I'm about to find out what I'm getting myself into. I know nothing about the location, the characters, the story, anything. So I'm going into this completely blind. It's developed by Don't Nod, the team that brought you Gisont, Tell Me Why, Life is Strange and Vampire, to name a few. So, I'm not going to hang around too much on the intro. I think I've said enough. So, without further ado, I hope you enjoy this and let's get into Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. All your progress in this demo is saved. After purchase, please restart the game. Okay, so we've got new game options or credits. Let's have a look at the options. Tutorials, we'll leave those on. Combat, auto relock, aim assist, aim friction. We'll leave everything roughly as it is. Gamma, motion blur, option of performance or quality. So if you adjust the graphics mode and go for performance, it will favour performance at the cost of better graphics. If you go for quality, it will do the opposite, favour better graphics at the cost of performance. So I'm assuming in performance it will run at 60 frames a second at the cost of better graphics, and it will still look good. Quality, better quality graphics at the cost of performance, so I assume that will drop it down to 30 frames. Alright, I think we don't need to change anything. I think everything will be fine as it is. So why don't we go ahead and start a new game. Alright, we've got 5 difficulty levels here. Story for players who wish to focus on narrative. Easy for players who wish to enjoy the game with a forgiving combat challenge. Normal for players who wish to enjoy a balanced experience of story and combat. Hard for those who seek a challenging combat experience. And very hard for those seeking a very challenging combat experience. So for this, I'm going to go in the middle with a balanced setting of difficulty of normal.
Madam, sir, the ship lies at anchor off New Eden. A tender stands at your disposal.
Dreamed of clouds, great long fluffy bastards, low over the sea.
I dreamed of the abyss, in the darkest reaches of the deepest ocean.
A good day to you, my love.
And a good day to you too.
Are we in New England?
Welcome to America.
Something's bothering you.
Charles's letter.
What of it?
The ghost must be uncommonly dangerous, or he would banish it himself.
And we shall charge him double.
I'm serious. If the Reverend needs help, this can be no easy business. Red, you best be ready.
I'll be careful, Master Duarte. Your apprentice stands ready to serve. Come on, Antea, we need to go. Night be.
Rory MacRaith, gallant to the last.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Consider our lovers, Antea and Red, the greatest banishers I ever knew. Life to the living, we say, and death to the dead. It is not so simple. Since the dawn of humanity, the dead have lingered. Dead as alive, we are complex and emotional beings. Many and tangled are the ties that bind. Since the beginning of memory, banishers have fought to sever those ties. Death is but a trifle. It comes to us all. To haunt or be haunted. There lies the true horror. I, Charles Davenport, should know it. The haunting of New Eden scared me to death. I dearly wish I had not begged my friends to come and lift the curse.
If this is June, I'd hate to see January. I'd want to freeze my backside off in the summertime. I'd have stayed in Scotland.
London wasn't much better.
Look at it. It's cold as a bishop's arse, and twice as white. I don't mind saying it, I'm very disappointed.
Charles wasn't lying. New Eden is cold as death. You may well be disappointed.
You'd better be at the tavern. With a hot grog. Or two.
Left to move, right for the camera. Standard controls for games nowadays, so pretty smooth though, I've got to admit. That's probably because we're running in performance. It might be slightly different if we were doing it in quality though.
I think I weary of long, boring sea voyages to grim, faraway lands.
I can't remember the last time we did something else than work.
After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
Have I mentioned how grim this place is?
I heard you the first time, but I don't disagree.
Let's stick an eye under or over obstacles.
I think we can get through here.
Sure. Let's go traipsing through the rotten, falling down house.
Who fungus?
Looks steady enough. Oh. Is it just me, or are we not welcome here?
Keep going. I'll find a way to meet up with you. Overeager apprentices.
Alright, so we can't go that way because it's collapsed and blocked, so we've got to find another way through.
I can break my way through.
Press RB to destroy breakable elements. There we go. And break this down. Yep. And there's our way through. So I take it we're just going to loop round in the opposite direction, then we'll meet up with Red again. Alright, what awaits us through here? So currently our objective is to reach New Eden Town. That's where we're headed. Meet back up with Red first. I'm wondering if this is going to be an alternative gameplay style where you play as one and at a certain point you switch to somebody else, because there's two characters in the game, unless it's just one character and an AI generated, you know, partner or something. That would be good if you can switch. Also, I'm enjoying the story at the moment, only 10 minutes in, but from what I've seen so far, I'm intrigued to see more. And the setting, I'm really enjoying the setting as well. RB, light attack, RT, heavy attack.
I could beat you in my sleep.
Right stick to lock target, move camera to switch.
Everything alright down there?
Just a sneaky wanderer. You?
Same, but I managed. Are these spectres watching the road?
Maybe. But are they keeping people outside town? Or are they keeping them in?
Spectral dust. Alright. It doesn't explain what it does, you've just picked it up after combat, so I have no idea what you collect it for, alongside that hoof fungus or something that we picked up earlier as well, so maybe that will be explained a bit later on, but I would have thought when you picked a few things up it would have said on screen display what they were used for, but apparently it doesn't yet, so we'll have to wait and see. What's this over here? A letter, old and damp.
Dear cousin, that farce at his New Eden Town has gone on long enough. You tried all you could to make it work, to build something there. But if the words you send me are true, then by God, take your wife and your precious children, pack your belongings and leave that ungodly place. Come to Providence and live with us. There is farm work here, and Simone and I will gladly take you in until you find a place of your own. Please, I am begging you, come to us. We are family, and the children will be safer here.
John James, Providence, 8th of September 1694. I picked up some leather now, +6. I wonder what all these materials and things that we pick up actually do. I wish it would tell you, like, as soon as you pick them up, I'll give you a brief description. But there's nothing there. Can't break any of that by the looks of it.
Ah, more wanderers.
Behind you!
Yeah, as easy as falling off a box. Can't tell how long these people are dead.
The original settlers, perhaps.
Whoever, this doesn't bode well.
Banishment. Attacking with your weapons fills the banish gauge. When the banish gauge is full, press A to banish your targets. Alright, let's try it out.
Time to leave for good, petty fiend.
Alright, so the ability is built up through combat now. That's ready to go. I'll just whittle some of these enemies down a little bit because there's a few here at the moment. And if I see a prompt, then I'll use it. But for now, we'll just do this. Alright, there it is. So the banish is like a one-hit kill and the enemy's gone. Press X to use decoction. So that brought my health right the way back up. Alright, so if you get low, you press X and use what's called a decoction. It brings all your health back. Leather +3. What we got here? Another letter. Why can't I get the option to read? Oh, there it is. Okay. A note, damp and bloody.
Perhaps these words will be lost in time, but I must write them. The date I cannot say. I know it's the month of June in the year 1695. I thought we would be safer in Providence. I thought we would finally see the children again, and the golden wheat fields would ring with their laughter. Their mother now lies dead, and I shall join her soon. Something insidious walks the roads. Terrible spirits took us. New Eden is cursed. You who reads this now, I tell you, run!
These people left New Eden town just a few days ago. What exactly is going on here?
Alright, we picked up +7 leather now. So I assume we'll be doing some crafting with that material at some point. As far as the other things that we've collected, I have absolutely no idea yet what they would be used for. So as you can see, some things are breakable and some other things aren't. So you won't be able to break everything in this game to obtain items. Now, which way did I come in? Was it that way or that way? I honestly can't remember. I think it's this way. Yeah, this must be the right way. Hold right trigger for a charged attack. Okay. So that does, yeah, considerably more damage before you hit with light and heavy attacks than on those sort of enemies. I mean, look how much I've taken off of him already. Got some more of that spectral dust.
That augurs badly for the case.
Situation's worse than you thought.
Let's wait to hear what Charles has to say.
Empty docks in a growing settlement. Never a good sign. Are the town selectmen sitting on their arses?
Isn't that what selectmen do? When we get to town, we may need to split up to cover more ground.
You may count on the most responsible student a Banisher could have.
We'll see if you remember some of your teaching, if you're up for it.
Always.
Sprint with the left stick. Oh, we got a signpost over here. What does this say? Boston, Fort Jericho and the Harrows Hamlet. So I assume we'll be going to these places at some point in the game. Maybe not in the trial, but in the full game, because the trial probably will only give you certain things of the story to do in a particular time. There's no access to anything in the building there by the looks of it. Let's have a look around, because this looks like the sort of place where if you go on, you're going to miss something. So let's see if there's anything hidden away we can pick up. Yeah, something here, look. A letter. Susanna, it's been days since we ate. Each day the town empties further. Folk would rather rest the cold than stay. The minister said help was on its way, but I don't know how much time we have left or how much time before the next sickness takes us all. I shall entrust my neighbour with the hope that this letter will reach you. If nothing changes, I'll try to cross the woods myself. I hear folk assemble hands, the better way to brave the wilderness. Oh, may God help us. Sarah.
People are leaving. The town is emptying. Stay on your guard. They were leaving because of disease and starvation. They thought it was doomsday. I saw the same thing happen at home.
+3 leather.
Not the busiest stables I've ever seen. No ostler and no horses.
If they burned their crops and ran out of food, then they probably ate the horses.
Alright, we've made it to New Eden Town. We have arrived.
A welcoming committee.
Let's find the inn. Let's find Charles.
Alright, meet Charles Davenport at the inn. Okay, where is the inn? I can see a little yellow thing on the bar there, but that's all there is. Unless that symbolises the location, but I don't know.
It'll be good to see Charles and Esther again.
Would you a lecture on the sanctity of marriage?
Oh, you got choice-based answers. Okay, I'm going with X. Esther wouldn't dare.
Esther wouldn't dare. And we don't need a piece of paper to keep us together.
Aye, I remember you telling her.
Oh, I was waiting for some more conversation. Is that all there was? So we're going in the door behind Red, are we, in here? Area of investigation. You have reached the location of your current objective. Your compass indicates that you're in an area of investigation. Look for the inn. So that wasn't where we were going. Oh, and look at the bar at the top now. It's glowing. So I take it that's an indication that you're getting closer to where you need to be. And if it fades, then it's you're out of where you need to be. And when it gets brighter, it gets stronger. Inn, docks and cemetery. Docks, cemetery are down there. And the inn is up the hill. The inn, docks and the cemetery are in this area. Right. Let's just explore for a moment, because there's lots to do. Oh, that person's seen us. And now they're gone inside and locking the door. That's a neat little touch. Strangers have come into the village and they've seen us and they just go in and hide away. I like that. It's a neat little touch. It gives the village that extra creepy little vibe while you're here. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll head back Because I don't think there's anything round here, and we could probably explore this area later, so it's left here, isn't it? Yeah, docks and cemetery to the left. Inn is up the hill. But there's that path to the right as well, so does it make much difference what you actually do? Because there's that path there, look. We'll go up here first, and then we'll check that out in a little while. See if it makes any difference if we'd have gone the other way round.
This must be the inn.
Oh, we found it. This building right in front of us. Okay. We're here. We've found the inn. Now we've got to find out where Charles Davenport is. What's that over there? More leather. +8 this time. Okay. Alright, let's go on in.
Charlie, we're here. Your prayers are answered. Pour us a drink.
Finally.
Banisher, please come in. As it is cold, your serving woman may sit while we talk.
I'm the help. She's the boss. You're not Charles.
My name is Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red MacRaith. Good day to you, sirs, madam. Now, where's Charles?
Minister Davenport said help was on its way. I
Keep
assumed...
digging, Fairfax. Good day. Pennington, captain of the train band. This here is thick-skinned Newsmith. We're the selectmen.
What's left of us? Why is Charles not here?
We're sorry for your loss. We'll do what we can for his widow.
The Reverend is dead. When? How?
A terrible tragedy. Though our faith sustains us, we are still very much in shock.
Our shock at Reverend Davenport's killing is so great that we must sit here in comfort, losing precious time.
As governor of the colony of New Eden, it is my responsibility...
Oh, look at us, sat here waiting to meet the same fate. We could all be miles away by now. You lot do what you want. I intend living.
The esteemed select woman can be brusque. Forgive her. And rest assured that her aptitudes far outweigh her manners. Or lack thereof.
Her point still stands, Fairfax. Sitting here, doing nothing, we're as lambs to the slaughter.
The Banishers are here. Surely with their expertise we may yet prevail.
Then I shall leave you and your expertise in ghosts and devils to find out. My expertise in blood and battle is of little use. Mistress Duarte, if I can be of service, yous may visit me at home. On the other side of the street, as it were.
Well, Governor, shall you leave or shall you stay?
For myself, I'll stay. Our company has suffered terribly. But we are worth saving. And now that you are here, save it we shall. Please, accept my sincerest condolences for the loss of your friend. We feel the loss of our minister so very keenly. Charles Davenport was a man of great knowledge and devotion, the pride, indeed, of New Eden. It discommodes me greatly to remember how we found his body in the cemetery. Indeed, it distresses me yet further to tell you that we do not know what so tragically cost him his life.
What do you think happened?
I could guess, to little use. It is evident, however, that Charles's unexpected death is linked to his investigation of the curse. In the minister's absence, I try, in all humility, to protect us all. body and soul, from our ongoing peril. You see, in my youth, I too was something of a demonologist. Rather a good one, if I say so myself.
We're not demonologists, and neither was Charles. Is his widow Esther taking visitors?
The widow Davenport is at home, and does not much venture out. Her house overlooks the dock. I offered Charles a home with a view across a pretty meadow, but he refused. He preferred the village life. Speak to her, if she'll see you. But she knows no more than we do about how her husband died.
Why is town so empty?
Of those who did not die, we are the few who stayed. Though our motivations may differ, all who remain have shown extraordinary faith and courage in the face of our adversity.
Those who left, where did they go?
Boston, outlying settlements. Anywhere, everywhere. Although, as you may have heard, the weather has likely closed the roads. Some believe the path through the dark woods offers salvation. I do not. I believe we must stand our ground.
Will they return when the curse is lifted?
I fervently hope so. They have homes here. But we sent the children away some time ago, and many could not live with their absence. If we do not resolve this situation quickly, the community of New Eden shall be broken, perhaps forever.
You're a demonologist, you say?
I am that, like my father was before me. Faith and science are our twin compasses, you see, to a deeper understanding of the secrets of God's green and pleasant land, and those who threaten it.
And what have your compasses told you about the curse?
They have told me that Reverend Davenport was better placed than I to solve our problem, which is why you're here. We agreed it. I shall stand for the company, I said, as the moral authority, the anchor, and the rock, as Charles and his Banishers lift the curse.
Perhaps we may come to you for advice.
Please do, madam, for I would be only too glad to give it.
What can you tell me about the curse?
I can tell you that it has been our misery for many long months now, and I can tell you that it worstens by the increment. First, there was pestilence and disease. Then came the nightmares. Then came madness. In the end came death, and death remains. But in all honesty, I think the weather is the worst part. This never-ending winter hangs heavy on us all. Worse yet, it traps us here.
What do you think caused the curse?
In my humble opinion, I'll point to the obvious. The abyss disgorges its spawn upon New Eden, bent on making God's poor creatures suffer. As to the nature of the demon, that's what we're paying you to find out. Our late friend Charles faced a Herculean task and acquitted himself with honour. You will have to do far better than that, I'm afraid.
Our contract stands.
If you'll have it, yes, our contract stands for Charles.
All right, for Charles. Thank you. We have what we need.
Then I wish you success. By my instruction, a room is prepared for you in the old schoolhouse. I'll be here if you need me.
So we've come all this way, and sadly we've just been given the news that the man we're supposed to meet, Charles Davenport, has died. So the next step is to go and visit the widow Esther Davenport at her house. Before we do that, we're going to search the inn, see if there's anything we can pick up collection wise while we're here, because if we don't come back and we leave now, we might miss it. So I'm just going to have a search around and see if there is anything. And there's something on the table right here, a note or a letter.
In owner notice. As announced at the last town hall meeting, I hereby close the King's Arms Tavern, leaving the key to the selectmen. There shall be no ale sold nor drunk until the curse is lifted and I return. The storerooms are locked and so are the bedrooms. God bless. Charity Croggett.
That's the downstairs done. So let's go upstairs now and search around up there, because that's the only part that's left that we haven't been to yet. So I want to make sure that we definitely, as I said, don't miss anything before we leave, and this is the only area left to cover. So let's search around. I can see something flashing on the right hand side. These are the locked doors. These must be the bedrooms they were talking about in the inn notice. On the upper levels. There's another one on the left there. What are we going to find in this box? Pieces of 8 plus 20. There's another door. So these, they say, will remain locked until the curse is lifted. So I don't know whether you have to come back here, because those doors may be accessible, and a cellar when you lift the curse. So maybe we come back here, maybe we don't. I really don't know.
Damn it, Charles. Those accursed sea storms. If only we'd been here earlier.
I know. But as Charles would say, another day, another soul to save.
These people have no idea what they're up against.
Compass. The compass indicates direction and distance towards an objective. Follow the yellow marker to meet with Esther. Okay? Got some notices here. What do they say? If I can access it. There we go. Cemetery sign. The cemetery is closed by order of the governor. Okay? What's the other one? Same thing. Cemetery sign. Cemetery is closed by order of the governor. Last one. Eden Town's curfew. Curfew in hours of darkness. Stay in your homes. No discord. No turmoil. Governor F. Haskell.
A curfew? But why?
The first resort of every self-respecting oppressor.
We should go to Esther.
I think the governor said that house stood above the docks.
What we got here? A stock. Looks like it used to be a gallows, but they're now got a stock up there instead. So it may have been used as a gallows at one time, but no more by the looks of it. There's somebody else up here, so let's have a chat with them and see if we can uncover a bit more information, aside from what we already got.
Again, right? We're sorry to disturb you.
It'll take more than you to disturb me. What do you want?
So, the curse. What do you think is going on?
I think nothing much about it. I think folk sickened and the crops failed. I think folk went mad. And I know we found the Reverend dead.
What of the governor? Anything I should know?
That useless clatwagger. With Davenport dead, godly folk look to be led. Fairfax Haskell couldn't be happier. I pity he'll get 'em all killed.
What of the captain?
Now there's a man of worth. Without Saul Pennington, there'd be no town left at all. These last months have been hard on him. I hope his mettle holds. If I had my way, he'd be coming with us. I don't give a rat's knacks for loyalty, but the captain does.
What's your role here, if you don't mind me asking?
Lately, I do what needs doing when no one else will, weakened as they are by comfort and the curse. In normal times, I hunt. Now, though, it's cold enough to freeze the nankies off an horse, and the game rots as quick as you can get it home. You can't eat a ghost, can't skin it, can't sell it, so what'll be the use?
I take it you intend to leave town.
Bloody right I do. New Eden is dying, and anyone who stays is dead or deranged.
Will you go alone?
I'll take my sister and anyone else who wishes. You may come too if you wish. You look like you can handle yourself.
There's no hope for New Eden, then?
Not till the weather changes, and it don't look like changing.
Well then, thank you for your help.
Aye.
Antea. Red. Come in. I've barely slept for fear you would not come. I'm at a loss. Would God even allow me to drag you into these dark times?
Esther, you're not alone now. We're here.
I'm so sorry we didn't get here on time. Truly.
I know. Charles kept saying it. Have faith. They will come. If only he had kept his faith himself.
What happened to him?
Poor Charles. Just one more victim of the curse of New Eden. You know how he is. Was. Restless. Impatient. It's not that he gave up on you, his friends, but that he could wait no more. I believe he tried to lift the curse. I too have questions, but I have no answers. Nor do I now have a husband.
Is there anything we should know about?
Lord, deliver me, for I cannot endure this. I cannot endure it, and Charles does not deserve it.
Anything at all, Esther. Please.
I have felt Charles' present about the house. His ghost lingers. He needs help.
If he's here, I promise I will know no rest until he has his.
You can count on us.
We'll start with the house.
Charles's papers are gathered in his office. Take what you need.
Thank you, Esther.
How were things, before all this?
Before the curse. It was a busy and exciting time. Charles immersed himself in the community here. He had a hand in everything. The people came to rely on him. I'm sure they look to someone else now, but I can't imagine it's the same.
What can you tell me about the esteemed Governor Haskell?
Fairfax Haskell is well read and educated, but at times his back can be too stiff. He shares Charles's interest in the unknown, but his passion seems less than practical. He's an academic.
Still, good to know our patron has some understanding of our work. We met the captain, too, along with the huntress, Thickskin. Do you know them?
I find Thickskin Newsmith's manner a little frightening, but I think she has a good heart. A fine hunter by all accounts. Captain Pennington comes with a reputation for soldiering. He comports himself with a wry dignity, but I suspect that beneath it all, he's just sad. Charles thought so too. There are wounds beneath Saul Pennington's armor, he said, that time and God have not yet healed.
We'll take a look around, if that's all right.
May I be of any help?
You stay put. We'll find a way.
We've uncovered a hint. Old friends, Esther Davenport, alive. Intent not obtained. Inhabitant portrait. The once joyful and educated good friend of Antea and Red is now a young widow who has lost her anchor and drifts unmoored on a sea of mourning. So we've got 2 more hints to find. Already got this one. After seeing her husband's ghost, grieving widow Esther Davenport was deeply distressed. Alright, so we've also got map, inventory, evolution as locked, chronicles as well. Progressing your investigation to obtain hints. So we need 2 more to fully unlock all 3. Alright. New Eden Town landfall followed. Understand why Charles lingers. Investigate the study and investigate the bedroom. You've unlocked your first hint. It contains important information about the person it's linked to. You can refer to the hints at any given moment through your Haunting Cases menu. To understand why a ghost lingers in the incarnate, you must gather hints about each involved inhabitant. Once the hints have all been uncovered, the inhabitant's intent is disclosed and you may complete your investigation. Oh, okay, so that's how you do it. So you uncover everything to reveal all the hints and then you close the case. That's why the other information isn't available yet in the Haunted Cases section. What's this? Sheet music. A new Scotch tune in G major by Henry Purcell.
Purcell? Could you find nothing better?
These days I lack the heart to play.
Can't believe you brought your pianoforte to New England.
It cost a fortune. But you cannot part a pianist from their beloved keys.
Letter from Eleanor Combs, November 1694. My dearest Charles, how delighted I was to read your words. It's always a pleasure to hear from you and to know that yourself and your beloved Esther are doing well. I have contacted our brothers in London, but unfortunately we could not find anything in our archives that matches the description of the events you have experienced in New Eden. Be that as it may, pestilence and never-ending winters are phenomena perhaps too broad for us to pinpoint the exact cause. I can give you no better answer. Be it sorcery, the presence of a core, or something else entirely, we cannot say. All I can do is invite you to continue your research and to take note of all your observations. Our Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has so little presence in the New World. Any new information shall be precious indeed. Please stay safe, my friend. Yours truly, Eleanor Combs.
I didn't know Eleanor and Charles were still in touch.
The St. Paul Brotherhood is a tie that binds. Charles was so eager to continue his research here in New Eden. If only we had known what would befall us.
Have you received other visitors?
Most dare not leave their homes. Although Mr. Bachelor came to see me. That was nice of him. Where are you staying, my dears?
The governor had a room prepared for us in the schoolhouse.
The schoolhouse?
Letter from a neighbour. Esther, some food and ale for you. Sorry for your loss. Your neighbours hold you in their hearts.
Wouldn't you rather stay here? You'd be more comfortable.
It's very kind, but a long day ahead of us. Don't want to bother you.
Printed book. A study of H. Purcell's Chaconne in G minor for strings by E. Davenport.
I don't have much, but promise me you'll come for dinner tomorrow.
Music essay. Sadness in Interval, or a study of the Aeolian scale by Heinrich Pietri.
For old time's sake?
Of course.
This is Charles's. It's like he never left. There's more to learn here.
Charles is still here and Esther is completely distraught.
She lost him, and now he's back, a ghastly figure. It must be unbearable.
Where'd the nightmares come from? I remember the teaching of my masters, may God bless their soul, against the threatening unknown when the common knowledge is not enough to understand a situation. The sagacious and pious man will wisely turn to the very roots of his art, the words, their meaning, and the power hidden in each of them. Nightmare has nothing to do with a nocturnal female horse, as in the French cauchemar or the German Nachtmar. Mare here comes from the 12th century Middle Dutch and means ghost or demon. A nightmare is not a puny friend sneaking into the bedroom to suffocate the dreamers. Oh no, but one of the rarest and most powerful spirit defined by its only purpose, to spread its insidious and unforgiving wrath upon any soul it may reach. According to my research, no occultist ever successfully banished a nightmare. But why could a nightmare be more than a ghost? Oh Lord, I'm afraid so. Let me tell you, I remember a disturbing poem I read in London in my younger years about the terrifying abilities of such entity, supposedly able to penetrate the dreams of its targets, to influence the thoughts and perception and make them endure their worst fear, able even to bend the distance and order time, creating tantalizing and personalized nightmare its victims can hope to escape from. Such a petrifying concept. I pray God with all my heart and soul that this is not what has risen upon us. How would we then escape despair, death and doom? I need more information, but where to find them? Right, inventory. So we've got no resources, no quest items or collectibles, but we have got 7 items in the top ones. Where the nightmares come from? Writings by Charles Davenport on the supposed origin and powers of a nightmare. Spectral dust, leather, fungus, hyacinth, Sherville, and Charles' invitation. A letter from Charles Davenport to Antea. Strange we haven't got any collectibles. I thought everything we picked up so far was a collectible, but obviously not. This might be Charles Davenport's brooch. A silver brooch habitually worn by Charles Davenport, engraved with a distinctive three-hilted sword.
Charles always wore this brooch.
His things are untouched. Nothing's moved.
Children's Psalm. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Psalm 127-3. Doctor's note. 3 drops of lavender oil in chamomile infusion before sleep. Wintergreen to rub between palms and behind ears 3 times a day. If restlessness persists, use lemon balm. Evelyn. Unsent letter to Esther's sister. My dearest sister, Charles is dead. I cannot tell right from left. I cannot tell what day it is or how long ago my Charles departed. My world has come undone. Nothing happened as it was supposed to. I could not attend the burial. The shame of it. How I failed my husband. I just could not find the strength to leave the house and walk to the place where Charles died to see him buried. Lord have mercy on us and guide our friends to us before it's too late. New Eden will not last much longer without my beloved husband to protect it. I do not have any words left in me, but I thought that you who loved him should know of his passing. My love, Esther.
Esther couldn't attend Charles's burial.
Oh, we've got them all. We've got all the hints, so we now can officially close the case. Esther Davenport did not properly bid her husband farewell and now suffers from it. Exhausted by her grief, Esther was unable to leave the house to attend her husband's burial. Yeah, we got them all. But we've still got other rooms to search. Okay, what's this? It's got to go up a bit because I can't see the top. There we go. Although the path held surprises and many bad omens, Red and Antea at last reached New Eden Town and set out in search of their friend, the Reverend Charles Davenport. Oh, so this is like a little recap thing of what we've done already. Fairfax Haskell, Governor of New Eden, informed the Banishers Charles was dead. After confirming their contract to lift the curse from Eden still stood, Antea and Red visited Esther, Charles's widow, distraught and grieving. She told the Banishers something disturbing. She told them she felt him present. Oh, so, okay, so that recaps the story so far. Okay, that's a neat little touch. No hint obtained yet, progressing the investigation to obtain hints. So we've still got a little bit more to do.
Poor woman. That's terrible for her.
Esther never got to say farewell to Charles.
I could have made him manifest.
Maybe, but there has to be more to it. Remember how they used to argue about books we hadn't read, like we weren't there?
Oh, you actually listened. I'd always let my mind wander.
Oh, we've already picked that up.
Faith always was his beacon in the darkness.
In people as much as in God. He's a good man.
Chess piece. A precious king from a chess set protected by a glass dome.
That's from the set he taught me with. I'd know it anywhere.
Did he keep it to remind him of his favourite?
Or to remind him that he had yet to beat me. I can still picture him crafting your very first Bane ring.
You sound much more fond of the moment now than you were back then. Bit green for an actual haunting, you said.
You were. Still, you did all right.
I'm not sure what you would call this. It looks like a map or a part of an atlas. Definitely something nautical though. Scribbled Bible verses. Job 7:13 through 15. 13, when I say, my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaints. 14, then thou scarest me with dreams, and terrifiest me through visions. 15, so that my soul chooseth strangling and death rather than my life. She comes to me in dreams.
Charles's notes mention Job, chapter 7, verses 13 to 15.
I'll look for that reference.
Red, you dropped something.
Hmm.
An occult book from Charles's personal collection, Tod für die Toten, by Balthasar Hans Frenhofer. Charles's notes. None on this side of the water, and the few on the other know that I came to New Eden as minister in order to pursue research into the New World on behalf of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole. And what strangeness have I found! There are ghosts here, yes, old and innumerable, but they are quiet. I shall never say the word aloud, but I suspect there to be witches, and if I find one, I shall very much like to ask her for her story. Theological book from Charles' personal collection, For Macarius, by Johannes Neider. Another theological book from Charles's personal collection, Fortalitium Fidei, by Alfonso de Spina. Alright, what's this that Red dropped? Charles's notes. What do all these dreams have in common? Are they the promise of a doomsday or a nightmare coming? Visions? Foreshadowing? Is someone behind this? Who is the real target and what caused this anger to burst forth? I need to know how it gets into our heads. Sleep no longer offers rest and this cannot perdure.
These notes are erratic ramblings. Charles was worried about the curse plaguing the settlers' dreams.
How malicious is this curse, tormenting people in their beds?
Alright, we've got another hint. Charles Davenport. Charles was worried about the influence a threatening spirit had on the settlers' dreams. Investigate the haunting case to unlock information.
Charles's ghost might give us answers. We should investigate the cemetery where he was found. Remember when he started to wear these to look wiser and older?
He was hiding his hair loss.
Okay, I think we're done here. We've obtained all hints. We've investigated the bedroom and the study. We've spoken to Esther Davenport, the widow of Charles. So now the next thing to do is investigate the cemetery. So that door that we couldn't go through earlier should be available now to exit this house. There's a couple of things on the table first. Let's check these out. Bundle of letters from Charles, 5th day of January 1685. My beloved Esther, how I long to hold you in my arms. The announcement of our marriage was to my heart as a delicacy on my palate, a sweet of which I can not tire. At last we shall be together, and together forever and ever, until the day many years from now when we are old and at last death separates us. For only death can extinguish the love between us, and I am sure that not even death can undo the tenderness I feel for you. I want everything to be perfect for our marriage, and I will make it so. I will write to you every day until that blessed moment when I can finally shed the weight of letters and tell you in person every day how I feel about you. I'm thinking of you, your love forever, Charles. Bundle of letters from Charles, 21st day of February 1687. My sweet Esther, I can't tell you how much I long to get home, but work in the mystical Scottish Highlands is exciting. I can't argue with that, but I miss the sweetness of our home. However, I know that the few months I have left away from your loving arms will be of great benefit to me. Though this experience I will increase my knowledge, and this I do to protect you from those dark worlds that swirl around us. It is your love and trust that pushes me into these mysterious entrenchments, that pushes me to do my best. It is for you that I do this, for when I can see the pride in your eyes, then I know what role I play on this earth. I know that I can be stronger, I know I can do anything as long as you look at me with that spark that was only yours. I am thinking of you, your love forever, Charles.
Esther, I'm sorry to trouble you once more.
How may I help?
With all that's happened, how are you bearing up?
This all feels so unreal. Just one more nightmare from which I cannot wake.
It seems so now, but that will change. I promise.
Was there something I should have done differently? Did I fail him? Did I fail Charles?
None of this is your fault.
I do not want to believe he is gone. He cannot be gone. I do not permit him to be gone.
You're in pain, and that might have brought him back. Maybe he lingers because you suffer.
We'll do what we can to ease your pain. And we'll do what we can for Charles.
Has the curse brought with it nightmares?
Yes, I've had nightmares. I suspect we all have. Charles warned that something was stalking our dreams, that it had a use for us, that we needed to fight it with all God's might. But now Charles is gone, and my nightmares have changed. In my sleep I see my husband falling, screaming into the abyss. All hear him, none respond. He plummets on into the bottomless pit. Poor Charles.
We must make our way to the cemetery.
Please be careful, dear Antea.
Alright, so now we're finished in here. That door that we couldn't go through earlier should be accessible now. So, let's take a look. Yes, it is. So we can now leave the house. It says open. I already picked that up earlier on. Okay, so now let's go outside.
What will you do for my Charles?
If he's present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Must I see him too?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
You be alright?
I doubt it, but I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles, and help Charles we shall. Ask around. See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same. Be careful.
Aye. You too.
Alright, map. To find the location of your next objective, left on the D-pad, open your map. There's the map. So I just wanted to show this off to you before we finish. Landfall, that's what we're following at the moment. Sincere Parish Shop. You can see the whole layout of everything there. All the buildings and stuff on the map. It looks quite big, the actual map itself, to be honest. This is New Eden Town where we are at the moment, where we've just arrived in the first part of the trial. We've still got all this to open up and more. So it'll be interesting to see what we do open up, you know, as we progress in the trial. But for now, that's where we're going to leave part 1. I'm really enjoying this. I can't complain about anything. I like the spooky, ghostly, atmospheric setting of the New Eden Town. I like the characters, even though I don't know too much about them yet. I like the story. I want to see more of it until the end of the trial in the time remaining to see where it goes. If I was to make one judgment, it's just that the audio sync for the lip sync and the dialogue doesn't match up with the characters, but that is a fix that can be probably made at some point. But if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Help support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Take care of yourself out there in the world, and bye bye for now.